With 1 day left of Christmas, we bought ourselves to drink Rock Hill Farms Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. I know you're going to be missing my singing. I know there's going to be requests for this. I may have to throw it in as a special.
Okay.
I'm sure everybody's going to be sad because this is the last day of singing. But so this one is currently our most expensive bottle yet that we have purchased. This is 100 proof. It costs MSRP in theory is $60. We got it for $99.99. The company is Sazerac. The distillery is Buffalo Trace. It's rumored to have, it has mash bill number 2 as it. So it's named after the rich farmland along the Kentucky River. But so mash bill 2 consists of ancient age in all the single barrel ones that they have, like Blanton's and stuff. So this used to be the highest proof mash bill 2 out there until Blanton's Gold came to the United States. And now that currently takes the cake. But that used to be only out in Australia. But
that's higher.
Oh, that's a nice. That one's supposed to be a higher proof than this one is. But so this used to be.
It was another nice find. Elfie did good.
Yeah. Yeah. This was a nice find. Really? I don't need to be kissed when I'm trying to pour. Thank you. You know, I will agree. I've seen other people say this. I think they dropped the ball when they put the horsey topper on the Blantons on the grenade, as opposed to the horsey topper on this one. You know what I mean? You put the horse top on the horse guy. But this is, I don't think this is old anyway.
It sells.
So don't get me wrong. That is the best marketing out there.
People just strive to get every letter.
No, I know. Yeah.
No matter what.
Nope.
So
and it's the same thing with costs. So we ended up paying more on this one because
we don't see it.
We never see it. No, this is not never in any of the stores, and it wasn't in the store.
Not even in the glass lockbox.
No, you don't see it around. So,
and if you ask, they're like, haha, yeah. Haven't seen that in a while. So
I mean, it again, it's Buffalo Trace, so all of their stuff is MIA, anyways.
I wanted to get a drink in just because.
No, that's fine.
The nose comes in quicker.
You know, it actually has a very good nose, anyways. I think. I think it's
drinking hotter than 100. I can tell you that too. Right now, anyway.
Oh, I hear. Yeah,
it didn't seem to drink this hot when we had it out that time. But that wasn't our first one either. So
no, right. It wasn't our first drink after we drank it. We had the Buffalo Trace before that.
Yeah.
Might have been our second or third, right in that range. But you definitely, you know, I'm waiting to see if the similarities come out of it. But I will say, it's a huge difference, being that it's the same mash bill from the ancient age, because that's only 80 proof,
right? 80,
and then to jump up to 100 really changes the flavor up. You know what I mean? Even though it's the same taste, it definitely steps it up a notch on getting the.
And I know you usually end up with a hint of banana after, but I still don't have that.
Not with this one. No banana in this.
Well, that's what I thought. That's what you were saying.
This is the butterscotch one.
Oh, butterscotch.
Butterscotch. Yeah, there's no banana in. And it was funny because when we were out, the bar that we were at, they had a ton of Sazerac's products, and as I was going through the night, the more it sat in the glass, I was like, "Ooh, I'm getting butterscotch." So, you know, I'm like, I never used to get it, but now all of a sudden, so I'm kind of waiting for it to develop in here. So we have had this in the past. This.
Don't mind me.
Jeez, he's bringing the influenza. This is what I'm going to get for Christmas. No. I'm going to get sick.
I swallowed wrong, and now I'm all screwed up.
Great. Yeah, with 1 day left of Christmas.
Look what Elfie brought.
I'll be laying over the toilet bowl later going, oh, I hate you. Now, this is actually very, very nice.
The nose is really nice. The taste is very good.
It is. Everything about it. I mean,
again, I don't know where you can find it. It's not really
You know,
around
that's the
here very
problem.
much.
That's the problem is, but you know, it brings you the difference is though it brings you in the same realm of like that, you know, the E.H. Taylor or the you know the Buffalo Trace one, you know, I mean the Blantons, it's all the same. It's all the same. It's all the same mash bill, anyways. You know what I mean? So, but the problem is I'd say get one of them instead. You can't find them either. You know, so that's the hard part about it. But we were super happy to get it. It is kind of a.
And I was just
Define it for 60 would be
Burlington, from Methuen to Burlington, and all the little towns in between. Big liquor stores to the little tiny ones, and none of that.
well. This isn't like the most. It has a huge. It's not the most common one, anyways. You know what I mean? Like people.
No, but it would be one that would stand out because
It's
the whole bottle.
I mean, it's a beautiful bottle.
It is.
It really is. I really do like that of it. The
The
more I
nose is
keep
killer.
drinking this, it's absolutely exploding in my
No,
mouth.
it's
Like it's so coat. It coats so well.
it does.
And it has a nice hang time. You know what I mean? It stays like it coats all the way down your throat.
Yeah.
So as much as people do flock and pay crazy money for Blantons, I would take this over the. Even though I like our Blantons, I think this just has. I do like that 100
Blanton's
proof.
was good, and then it's just again that's like
I'm
$60
getting a
now.
butterscotch now. Well, it's 60 MSRP anyways. It's the same price as this one, if you get it at MSRP.
Yeah, well. The nose is. There's nothing really bad to say.
No,
Other than it's not one you'd want every day. It is pricey. That'd be the only semi downfall.
This would be a phenomenal $60 bottle. You know what I mean? If we got it at that, this would be a very good. I mean, it's up to we could if you wanted to compare it to the Blantons, if you wanted to do that. But I mean, this has more proof. It's just we haven't had that actually in eons. Just a little step up. I mean, it's the same mash bill, but this is a single barrel also. So
why not?
Yikes.
It's the night before Christmas.
Yikes!
And I don't think we've touched that really since we really did it. I haven't.
I would not touch it. I don't. I think I did the blind. We might have tried. We tried it
with Jimmy. Did we have that one with Jimmy? What did you have with Jimmy? I don't know.
I don't know if I did or not.
Steve.
I don't even know if he's tried it. We tried it again. When we compared it to because it's the same mash bill as Ancient Age. So when we did that one, we drank it again.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here.
I suppose I have seen a couple of them, and I kind of walked by because we have them. I guess we could look into it.
No, I would get one, but the problem is when we do see
There's so many millions that we don't have, so it's always like a. Do I want to get same?
It is a single. It is a single barrel though, so it could taste totally different. You know what I mean? Not so much the letter is just the fact that it could have a total different taste too. But the thing is
well, isn't the letter a different barrel too, or no? I'm asking.
I don't know.
No,
it could be. I mean, you'd have to look at the barrel. I don't know if they just put the toppers on certain barrel. I don't know.
I would have thought this barrel is B, and this barrel is L.
I don't know.
Me either.
I don't know
if somebody knows that.
I don't know how they do that. To be honest with you, that's not a bad question. I don't know.
Give it F to my research guy.
Yeah, I don't think I ever looked at that because I don't think they correlate the letter with.
I don't know either. It's just one of them.
I just assumed they were like
easier way for me when I'm shopping because I'm not going to remember the barrel. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I definitely have to call, and then you'd have to run up here and tell me. I'd have to go get my glasses.
That is drastically different. Have you tasted it?
Mm-hmm. Am I sad? No.
It is not.
This one's actually for 100 proof. I think is actually smoother.
I'm getting a huge butterscotch now on the.
I'm not going to say huge, but it is in the
background. Oh, it's definitely there. Yeah, it's not as predominant as like the benchmark, but it's definitely
not there.
You know what I mean?
But everything else in the nose, the caramel, everything else is screaming with this one.
Yes.
It's like screaming delicious. Cookie-ish. Blah, blah,
I got to try it again, but I got to give it a second. it didn't taste anything like.
I don't know. I'd even say if you could find it, see that one for $100, I would pick it up.
I would too. And you know what? The more I just went back to this one again.
It's definitely hotter.
The actual viscosity, the oily, the stick to it. This is so much
right
better. It's more coating than what the Blanton's is, and that's going to be probably the proof, anyways. It's just much less water.
Yeah.
Although that's still, I think it's like a 93 or something, 94, anyways. But oh yeah, no, this. You know, when he first showed up with it, and I was like, oh man, you paid a lot more than it. I would agree with you.
Okay.
I would probably go up.
One over.
What?
Most of them do pretty good.
No. No. At first, I was like, and we just had it. I don't remember it being this good at the bar.
We came off of something. Too.
We came off of Blanton's.
Oh
no, not Blanton's. Buffalo Trace.
Yeah.
We had the Buffalo Trace when we did it. So, this really stands out. But again, it is the first one. But comparing it to the Blanton's,
it could have been a different barrel
this.
too.
If we were doing a blind, I hands down pick this one over the Blanton ones. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And it's still not bad.
Mm-mm. No, I do like our Blanton's.
Yeah.
If we didn't just drink this, that would be phenomenal. But this just brings it more.
It does overpower. It does everything.
Yeah. I mean, it just the whole mouth feel, the coating, everything about it.
It does have for 100 proof, or it's right there.
Yeah, and I will agree with your statement. It does drink hotter than 100 proof too.
It seems it.
It is, especially when you come off the Blanton's. It really comes to light. So
and
unfortunately,
smoking.
We're comparing one you can't find with one you can't find. So good luck with all of it.
The Blanton's is more readily available.
It is, but the problem is everywhere we can find it around here, they're selling it for like $140, $150. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not paying
I've seen it 60, 65.
Have you?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Not in my stores that I go
Well, again, Methuen, it's closer to Boston.
Mm-hmm.
It's more that way. Burlington, I did see it out there. They did have it at the New Hampshire liquor store behind. You had to ask.
Yeah.
It was behind. I think it was 59.
Yeah, well, because New Hampshire sells it. I think they're regulated anyways. I think they have to sell.
And
MSRP
I was like, "What do you have hidden in the back?" Because you have to ask if you know what you're looking for. And they'll say, "What are you looking for?" Because if you don't have something, they're not going to just
volunteer and say,
we
got 3 Pappy back there if you want one."
Yeah, that name never comes up either.
No, that's.
It's just if you ask for something specific, like do you have a Baker's, they're like, "Yeah, I haven't seen that. Don't know what you're talking about."
Right.
So
overall, delicious. So if you do see it and it's not outrageous in price, I would recommend
this.
Those
is coming around in the Blanton's now too, though.
Oh, I think they're both. I agree. It's definitely. I mean, after I had a couple sips back and forth, it kind of. It's very good, but it was. I think the viscosity threw me off more than anything. It does come around to where it had. At first, it didn't have a nose either, but it definitely took a minute in the glass.
That's why I said it's coming around.
Yeah.
So, if you were a sipper,
the longer it sits, the more it seems to develop in your thing.
It did.
Yeah,
and it actually did.
Yeah. So,
would I get this one over it? Yes,
I agree, especially because they're the same MSRP. So if I could pick one of the two, that's when
if special occasion,
I would pick that.
I would, Christmas time, I would splurge, and I'd spend $100 for that.
No, I started. I think I stopped myself, but when you first bought it, I was kind of like, oh man. Now I would probably do the same thing.
I would argue to be a goof if that topper fit on that. I would.
Put 100% fits on it. It 100% fits on it.
I'd like, there you go.
Yeah. I mean, I do like the bottle design on this too. It's unique. You don't see anything that's a little short.
No. Other than a grenade.
Right. Again, kudos to them in their marketing.
Yes,
that's what sells. So, all right, we babbled on long enough, I guess.
We have. Because we'll have to repour. Sad day.
Go to bed early. Yep, go to bed early because
Alfie's watching.
Santa Claus is coming to town. And thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Spend less, drink more. Cheers.
Cheers and happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
If I don't stumble with my glasses on, I'll be good.